Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
This gentleman is definitely an inspiration in many different ways. First off, his life started as a tennis pro. Like, seriously, when he was in his teens and in his 20s, inspiration of how you can have a dream and it becomes a reality. Fast forward later in life, he becomes an accomplished architect and inspiration there for many different things that can be done within your living space, all different ideas we've gotten so far. We're going to focus on the architecture side of Mr. John Riggio, located in the New Jersey, New York metro area. He's back with us. Hi, John. How you doing?
Great. Thanks a lot, Steve. How are you?
Really good. Really good. You've been busy. You got a lot going on there in the architecture world, right?
Yes, things are busy here, and I just finished a project that's been going on for a few years, and I have some nice pictures to show you. We'll start off with some existing photos, and then I'll show you the plans and the finished photographs and some videos too.
I love this because you get this. It's almost as if you're seeing a production, but we peel the layers and move the curtain back so we can peek backstage to see where it was, how it went along the way, and then what it eventually became, i.e., the dream of somebody. You know, they asked you to do this project because they want it to look a certain way. So set the stage. Now we're talking about, is this a home somewhere?
Yes, it's a single family house, and the idea of the project was originally to take the one-story house and expand it. Add a second floor, expand the first floor, completely make the whole house look completely brand new, make the plan more of a contemporary plan. And from that is when the project started. And it always starts where I go there, I measure the house, I make drawings that show the existing conditions. And then I take the owner's input of what they think they want to put into the house, and I create a design. From that, I go over it, and we meet a few times, adjust the design, and then after it's finalized, I make the construction drawings. The construction drawings are then bid to the contractors. The contractors, the owner selects one of them, and then they start the job getting the building permit. Here it's in the borough of Metuchen is where this job is located. And I have some existing photographs of the house. So on this,
Now these are, when you say existing, does this mean before you got
yes,
working on it? So now we're looking at, I'm going to assume, a one story.
yes, this
Okay,
this is the existing pictures of the house.
sure.
So let me just find the existing pictures.
And I want to share with you, this is kind of close to me because the house before the last one was a one story. I bought it after an architect like yourself designed it to be two stories. So I'm wondering how this all went. Um, because it was like a totally different house. It's amazing.
Yes. Okay, so let me get this on the share here.
Sure. And by the way, if you want to see more of John's work and also his tennis career, some details on that, John Riggio, Riggio.com, johnriggio.com.
Okay, yes. I just had to refresh the screen to really get the pictures back on here.
Sure.
Okay, so I think you can see here, picture shows a piece of a house that's one story, it's brick. And let me
Yep.
just go through the pictures. This is showing that it's on a corner property,
Hmm.
and just shows the location, the street. Okay, so this is the house here. So it's one story, very nice existing brick house.
Hmm.
It had a detached garage with sort of like a breezeway in between
Oh,
the main part of the house and the garage. And a lot of houses are constructed like that in the area. It has all the basic things here, one car garage,
yep.
living room, kitchen room, dining. This is the breezeway that's in between there.
And I'm going to say,
And
based on these pictures, and for anybody that is listening but not seeing, it's not a large house. It's not a tiny house, but it's like a moderate size house.
yeah, It is a good sized house for one story
Hmm.
uh house and a piece of property. And you see it has a breezeway. The breezeway wasn't enclosed. Many people had already enclosed these breezeways between the garage and the house, and you see it has all these steps going into the breezeway.
Gotta share with you, I've never seen a breezeway that has steps leading up. That's a first.
Yeah, that is because it is really a ranch that has a full cellar. So they
Ah,
have the steps going on up to the level of entering into the house
gotcha.
instead of the level of the garage. Then to get into the garage, you have to step back down towards the back of the house. Now this is the backyard of the house. And this is looking towards the house from the backyard. So this is shows the steps between the garage and the main part of the house. Has some Bilco doors here going into the cellar, some cellar windows, and the only thing with this house, as we went through the zoning, the garage was set too close to the side yard to add a second floor. So the whole garage, we removed the garage and
You
relocated onto the other street. Since this is a corner street, the garage is now located on the other street. And
now in that challenge, I'm just kind of curious, John. Uh, was there any way to get a variance for that from the town? I mean, sometimes you have to pay something for it. Was there any way to get around that, or it wasn't even a goal for the for you and the homeowners?
well, the borough here is sort of strict with the setbacks, and on this particular
Gotcha.
project, they didn't allow any variance at all. There only some things as we went through the architectural review on the house, they might have allowed, but almost all the setbacks are within the new standards they have. So this house overall started off as idea of addition, and as the job got bigger and bigger, the whole house is considered really a new house. It goes under the new code. And this here, as far as the pictures and just the existing conditions, the house is in pretty good condition. Some renovations were made on the house before it was sold. And this shows how it had baseboard heating. This is the cellar floor, had all the basic things, had what was left of a toilet room, washer, dryer, slop sink, the doors going out to the rear yard, and the basic structure with the steel columns, the wood, all was in pretty good shape. Has the electrical panel over here. The water pump with the trench drain around the perimeter was already existing, so they already had a lot of those features in the house. And this is the old central chimney with the hot water heater that was here. So all those things we completely removed, changed the whole thing around, and the basic clean out plumbing was there. Okay, so from that one, let me go through and get the next set of pictures.
Hmm.
So from there, what we did is went to design the house. Now, to design the house, this is the set of construction drawings. I went through a number of designs, and here in the Borough of Metuchen, since the project went past a certain percentage, over 50%, it started to go where it's considered a new house. So all the things with the setbacks, I think on here with the title sheet, you can see the plot plan. And I think if you go over to the plot plan here, you can see that the existing garage was too close to the side yard. And also the existing
Mm.
brick addition on this side of the house over here was also too close. So to bring this within the requirements that they have here with the zoning code, the small addition had to get removed. The old garage, the breezeway is completely removed, and the foundation area, the rest of it is in use, but we added on to the overall size of the house.
Gotcha.
This front area that's shaded in is one interesting feature of the zoning code here, and that is a covered porch. So this gives you an extra 8 feet within the setback of the front yards, and you also so you could utilize that space. So that's one bonus they have here.
Mm.
And there's some requirements of keeping the garage behind that line of the porch. So that's one idea of this is use the porch. You keep the garage to the back, 8 feet behind the line of the covered porch, and that meets the zoning code here. There was plenty of room in the back of this property. It was very large, And from there, we added a couple additions. One was to add a two-car garage with the new driveway and the an addition to have a larger kitchen area, which I'll show in the pictures, and then a wood deck too. So there's a very nice wood deck there. And then in the front of the house, just sort of made an entrance right from the sidewalk, and the old curb cut for the garage and everything is
Nice.
completely removed.
So, John, I want to ask, looking at these plans, and they're fantastic, so much detail, very easy to read. There is sort of best description, sort of like clouds, a drawing of a cloud, like circles around certain things, like the front of the house and then the back of the house.
Oh, yes. What that is those are revisions as the house was constructed. There was small adjustments made to the property, and I put them on a revision. So those are revisions that are bubbled in.
Okay, so that's to call your attention to a revision, and the revisions that you're talking about are the revisions that were made to your modifications.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, interesting.
So
Hmm.
from this, let me get the next sheet of paper on this here. And to do that, let me get this here. I think I had it over here. Let me just get it on this sheet. Okay, good. So this is screen one. Okay, good. Let me see if I can get the next drawing on here. Okay. I have to open up that file again.
Sure.
Takes 2 seconds to do. So yeah, I'm gonna just go in and just get the folder for this. So the drawings it consists of here is 7 drawings, and I'll get the floor plans in a minute.
How long did it take in total time to do the full renovation to add the upstairs?
Um, Really, the initial renovation of the house, okay, took about a year's time.
Okay.
But I think some of the things on this particular job were okay, I loaded up the different things. Were that this had to go through some reviews for the from the borough. So there was some delays. It couldn't get approved right away. It took some time to go through them. And I think from here, okay, so you can see me click through the different pages. So this is now the first floor plan and the cellar plan. So the existing foundation, if you look to the left side, you see it has the stair relocated. It has the foundations had to get adjusted. The whole thing with the garage, the breezeway, the addition, the front entrance, all removed completely. All there is left is just one, two, three small pieces of the existing foundation. Everything else is brand new, expanded to the back of the house, two-car garage, and expanded just a small crawl space for another addition to the back of the house also. So this here, and this shows the footings here for the deck in the back also. Then the footings also around the front porch area with the steps. So the whole thing is completely considered brand new. And now on the first floor, what's happening here with the design is I made the entrance where we have the 2 closets, nice side lights here. And then you would go to the right side is the living room, and to the left is the dining room. Now, as you walk into the house, you walk right into the area that's really the breakfast area and the kitchen. It's very large, has a lot of extra room with the family room here too. And also, this includes a guest room with its own bathroom here, and it has a mud room going into the new two-car garage. So there's a lot of features on this house.
Wow.
Then as far as the porch goes, you would have to exit to the front of the house, and you see they have the whole porch on two sides of the front of the house. So there's a lot of room in here. And this works pretty good. It's very large. I'll show you a video in a few minutes. As you walk through, you go to the, say, the right side of the living room, then you could go around that stair. The stair goes side to side. One, the stair goes to the cellar, one of them goes up to the next floor. And then let's go to the next one is the second floor has when you go to the landing of the second floor is over here, and then you see you have this hall that goes right around the whole stair, and you look into the double height space for the entrance.
Mm.
You have here one, two, three bedrooms, plus a fourth bedroom, and they share two bathrooms. Then we have a washroom in the middle of the floor. And we then have a master bedroom with walk-in closets and a bath to the rear of the house. So everything is on here. Then this has a very nice attic space too. From there, you can then walk up that stair again, going up to the attic, and it has a stair with some nice windows in it. I have some pictures of the attic. It's somewhat a large attic. It came out nice and a clean attic. Let me just bring this here, sorry, the drawing. So then from there we have then the roof plan, which shows a basic roof. Now what's happening here is also in the bottom touching is the new houses, they have to look what they would call colonialish, which is like a colonial style, of course using new materials.
Hmm.
And then from the next one is the elevation. So this is the elevations of the house. Let me just zoom out a little.
This is the first time I've gotten a chance to look at what the renovation. Oh my gosh. It's like you wouldn't even, I would have never imagined that you turned what we looked at previously into this. Wow.
Yes. So this was just a small one-story house that had the breezeway and the garage, and it's completely transformed now. It's a very large house. It has a lot of nice features. It looks really good,
Mm.
and from the drawings, they matched what it was constructed. Everything is on here, covered porch, the details with the windows, everything like that. So let me go to the next drawing.
What style would you say this is?
Okay, this is just some details. This is it's a colonialish style. It's a
Okay.
colonial style. It's and what's going on with the colonial style is really the outside of the house is mostly meeting the requirements of a colonialish style, and the inside of the house is still keeping a lot of contemporary features of the house.
Hmm.
The contemporary features, what I'm told, are more valuable. The A standard colonial style house uh, doesn't have as much value today as the contemporary style house. So the contemporary style house has a lot more value. So we kept all the contemporary styles that we've been doing in most houses. And as far as the outside look of the house, keeping it colonialish. I think some added features of the windows on the roofs and things like that made the attic a little brighter. I will show you those in a minute. So let me just close this and let's get to the next picture. Um, is some photographs. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is here. So I have two sets of photographs. Some of them are with a video, and some of them are still photographs. So let's go through this. Let's see which ones these are. Okay, this is a video,
Wow.
and this is just showing starting from the master bedroom.
Mm. Love the freestanding
Let's go to
tub.
the next one. So now the next one is a little longer. This is a 3-minute video on the next one. Now it's showing the bathroom. See very nice marble tile there, molded doors.
Nice closet size.
Yes, this whole house has a completely new air system for the whole house, and that usually involves two units, one in the attic, one in the cellar floor. And this is going through the double doors going into the master bedroom. You walk around. This is that walk around the stair I explained. You see the chandelier there,
Mm.
the double doors, the arch window. It looks really good. It's a very
Is that
large house.
is that part of the what you call a contemporary style?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Yes. And this here going through the bedroom here. So those spaced windows in the room there are really part of the colonial style.
Mm.
There are some interesting factors of the style because the construction code today. You can't have too many windows spaced apart like that anymore. But they are on some parts of the house to just make it look correct. And I think showing that bathroom is a very nice tile. This has hardwood floors. That has a double window. And this has a double window with another bedroom, has recessed lighting.
I want to just add in here that you didn't have to add a double window in those bedrooms. You could have got by with one. Some builders, architects might have done that. But you added because you could, in terms of code, I'm sure, and energy efficiency, added that extra window two side by side for anybody that can't see it. What a difference in terms of the light, just opens it all up.
Yeah, instead of just having the window at the bare minimum, in that location, I always like to use a double window.
Mm,
That it's plenty of light, it's well past the code. The windows are emergency escape windows, and it gives it also a more contemporary look. That's the current style. Now, this is the large area that I did the addition to the back, and I did this large kitchen here. It's a U shape, has the family room in there, all tile, and a breakfast room. Then now we're looking back towards the entrance with the dining room on the right side. We're heading into the large dining room. This is very large and has three windows in there. Then back across the entrance area with the closets on the side.
mm.
The nice volume of space. The railing is iron with wood on the handrail. And this is an electric direct vent fireplace. So you don't need the big heavy chimney anymore. It's just a very nice fireplace right along the wall there. And that's the formal living room. Then we're heading now past the stair, looking out the side exit, and then heading over to the guest bedroom. So the guest bedroom is here, has its own uh, closets there, and walking over to, let's see, this is where the garage is. So now we're heading where that space there. You put like maybe some clothes hangers, things like that. You
Mm,
could make
amazing.
custom wood shelving in there. This is the two-car garage. This is very large. Has a nice high
Yeah,
ceiling, two windows,
we're
and it
just
has a
about out
couple
of
of suites.
time. I
Okay.
gotta tell you, wow, I don't even have words. We went from a house in comparison here.
This is the attic. This is the attic. Now this is the attic with those um small like dog house windows that are on the roof. And I'm showing the structure. We have all the hurricane straps, the joist hangers are there, the tie wood bracing is there. Now this is the second mechanical unit for the top floor. Shows the unit here on the right side. And this came out a very nice, clean, open attic space, so they could use this for storage.
This is key and coming from the experience of a one story that was turned into a two story. A lot of times the attic suffers, and you got to squeeze in all the air conditioning and everything because you're reconfiguring the house, right? Um, you nailed it with so much space up in that attic. I remember when I was in my attic, after it was added to a one story, there wasn't a lot of space up there. It was you would fight every time you walk along the rafters. This is amazing.
Yes.
Wow, wow.
Let me see if I also now this is the cellar floor. I just have some basic snapshots of it. Shows the steer that is going side to side in the house. So it's opened up a lot of room. This was just a crawl space. Put some concrete on the bottom of the crawl space
Oh
so
wow.
it keeps all the different radon gases in the ground and things like that. And this has the vent going towards the rear air. And this is the other heating unit. Brand new direct vent, no more chimney, new hot water heater. This one they went with the tank hot water heater that is a high efficiency. And then this has two drains instead of just one. So we added a drain. This is a video of the outside. I do a quick walk around of this whole house now. So this is the outside, walking around from the rear of the property, and you can see that extension on the back with the wood deck. And I see the doghouse windows on the from the attic space, has the two windows there for the garage, and the new driveway curb cut going onto the street.
Wow.
And this is going across, keeping the AC compressors on the side of the property so they're not visible. And this goes
John, I got to
through.
tell you, this doesn't look nice. This looks spectacular. And that side yard where you have the neighbor and a fence right next to the house, I love what you just said, that you kind of hid the compressors over there where not a lot of traffic is going to go through because it looks like, I don't know, maybe a 10-foot difference between the house and the fence. Um, yeah, you could have put it someplace else where it would be more visible. You really effectively used the space that you had, which in the beginning, one story wasn't a lot. Just amazing. Just when was this completed, John?
This was just finished last week. I just
Oh,
went there,
wow.
took these final pictures. It's
Fantastic.
been going on since the year 2001, and
Hmm.
there's been a lot of work going on for this house with the existing
Yeah,
conditions and the approvals and everything, and
sure.
finally getting the finished product. And this is the front of the house. You can see how nice this came out.
Oh, breathtaking. Yeah. Congratulations on what an amazing project, John. Really, I mean, I can't even fathom where you started with the smaller brick house to this just luxurious looking, wonderful house. Amazing. I want to tell everybody, johnriggio.com is the website, and you work in the New York metro area. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Amazing. Truly amazing, right down to the porch. Just fantastic. I really appreciate it, John.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.